All praise, glory, and honor be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kwakadash. Double honor to our elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. 1/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Haitians, West Indians, and the speckled bird. Those that may look like the other nations, but are of the seed through your fathers of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, I did a lesson. I did a camp a few days back, and it was going into no balance, no, no, no balance, no justice, no peace. And I've said some things where I could have corrected. That's not what this video is for, though, because going into this lesson, I was watching a video that some of the elders, in the Akim in Mississippi was going into tonight, or about a day ago. But I was listening to it tonight, and it sparked this. So I hope this lesson is edifying to the hopeful elect of Israel, because it's about balance. All right, it's about balance. And while I was listening to it, it took me back to a movie I used to watch called I Am. And before I actually get into playing this video or this clip, this is only for educational purposes. All right, I'm not making any money off of this. I'm not selling this. I'm not distributing this as a way of making monetary gain. Also, this is for fair use only. All right, my channel is not monetized or anything like that. So, but to get back on the subject at hand, it's about balance. It's about balance, and the Lord has turned up the His left hand. All right, the Lord has turned up His left hand. The sword of Esau Edom. The left hand Esau Edom in this world, being a red man who the world ignorantly called white. Starting got the elites, the banker families, and they're turning up their hand. At the same time, to keep that balance, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai is turning up the hand on his right hand side. Yahweh Shai, who is from the tribe of Judah, a so-called Negro. All right, and through all the wickedness, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai is going to turn up the righteousness. Through all the wickedness that's being dealt in the land, the righteousness has to be turned up. It has to be turned up. And this is, clip, a movie I used to like, used to watch called I Am Legend. Okay, we all know that they use these certain superstars, even though they're wicked as hell. They use these superstars to promote ideal. And he took from this character, Will Smith, he took from or his script was given that from Bob Marley, a concept that Bob Marley had brought, which there's still debates on, if Bob Marley is a Edomite or a man from the tribes of Israel, But based on a lot of his songs and his, the way that he go about doing things, he may be. a part of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right. So I'm gonna just go into the video, and like I said, Lord willing, they don't, try no shit, because this is for fair use only.
She's beautiful. What's her name?
Marley. Her name was Marley.
It's a beautiful name.
Yeah, we named her after Bob Marley.
Who?
The singer.
Damien?
His father. His father.
No.
Oh, shout to Sharon. Oh, that is unacceptable.
What?
Best album ever made. You don't recognize that? Wow. He had this idea. It was kind of a virologist's idea. He believed that you could cure racism and hate, literally cure it, by injecting music and love into people's lives. When he was scheduled to perform at a peace rally, gunmen came to his house and shot him down. 2 days later, he walked out on that stage and sang. Somebody asked him why. He said, the people who are trying to make this world worse are not taking a day off. How can I?
That's the point. Let me bring that back. All right. The people that's trying to make this world worse, on the left-hand side, they're doing their best. And no matter what we go through, right, given this truth, given this opportunity to prove ourselves to our head, Yahweh Shah, there's no off days. And that's the balance. All right. In a world full of wickedness, we, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, have to turn up the righteousness of the Lord through his word. And you see Akim doing it all the time, from our elders, from our apostles on down. Men with the same like-mind doctrine. Turning up every day. How much more you that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah has given this gift to? In a world full of darkness, wickedness, we, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, have to turn up the righteousness of the Lord through words. It's a warfare of words. And the Lord said, whose words are going to stand? His words or theirs? All right. We have an opportunity to be a part of something this world has never seen before. Well, yeah. The ancient worlds, they've seen it. Egypt, they've seen it. They've seen the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah and his jealousy for his people, specifically his chosen, from Moses to Noah. And now, through the sacrifice of Yahweh Shah, we're coming into a time where he's going to show that power again. But the men that he has selected, starting with the 144,000, 12,000 men from each of the 12 tribes of Israel, who will have his name in their foreheads. Okay? Who will preach this gospel and prophesy in a world full of darkness, the light of Yahweh, his word, Yahweh Shah. Let me get this again. I'm going to get a couple of scriptures.
You don't recognize that? Wow. He had this idea. It was kind of a virologist's idea. He believed that you could cure racism and hate, literally cure it, by injecting music and love into people's lives. One day he was scheduled to perform at a peace rally. Gunmen came to his house and shot him down. 2 days later, he walked out on that stage and sang. Somebody asked him why. He said, the people who are trying to make this world worse are not taking a day off. How can I?
All right. Let's pull up a scripture. Let's go to 2 Corinthians. In chapter 9. Okay. Let's start at verse 1. 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 1. For as touching the ministering of the saints, it is superfluous for me to write to you. And when our elder, our apostle, elder apostle Gabar likes to go into this word. It says unnecessary, especially through being more than enough, surplus, unneeded, access, right? And our elder usually go into that, dealing with a lot of these so-called Israelite camps, and even those that's in Christianity that's been paying attention, to our elders and apostles, and now they want to come out here and spit their doctrine. They never been on the highways and hedges, they never been in the streets and the lanes until, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shah Shah given to our elders to go out there and do this. Now they're following an example, but they're doing it according, or not according to knowledge. They have a zeal, but not according to knowledge, the knowledge of Yahweh Shah. All right. And they're very superfluous, but also as balance. Yahweh Shah is doing that same thing on the behalf of the righteous. If I can get that back. 2 Corinthians chapter 9. For as touching the ministering to the saints, it is superfluous for me to write to you. For I know the forwardness of your mind, for which I boast of you to them of Macedonia, that Achaia was ready a year ago, and your zeal hath provoked very many. Yet have I sent the brethren, lest our boasting of you should be in vain in this behalf, that, as I said, ye may be ready. Okay? lest happily, if of Macedonia, come with me, and find you unprepared for doing this work. All right? You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, there's, from the elders on down, there's Akim that's, keeping us sharp, that's ministering to us to continue in the faith, to continue to speak the same like-minded doctrine, checking us, seeing where we at, what we're about. Like in any, gotta be careful with my words, in anything that we are involved in. If you're in sports, if you're into, religious practices, churches or whatever, all these things, based on the head of those particular situations, people are going to come and check you and see where you are at, and we have to continue to do our best to study to show ourselves approved, whether we be of the faith or not. And it's all happening through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. We have no control over any of these things. Right? And that's the balance of it. With all the wickedness that's going on, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is turning up his elect. Right? Verse 5. Therefore I thought it necessary to exhort the brethren that they would go before you and make up beforehand your bounty, whereof ye have noticed before, that the same might be ready as a matter of bounty, as not as of covetousness, not being in the spirit of doing it to take over someone else's position, doing it in the spirit as actually to free the captives, to break down strongholds, to exhort, to rebuke, to reprove the wickedness and the darkness that's in the world right now. No one else has the vision or can see spiritually what's really going on behind the scenes, except for the elect, starting with the Lord's elect men. But this I say, verse 6, but this I say, he which soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly, and he which soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully. Every man according as his purpose, as he purposeth. Who is he? Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. As he purposeth in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for the Most High loveth a cheerful giver. All right, with that, I want to go into, let's pull up 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians. This tablet be tripping. Chapter 3, verse 13. Come on, man. There we go. Every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. And that goes into, 1/3 being brought through the fire, and 2/3 being consumed by the fire. All right. Every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. Everything that we're going through on this side should bring us to the realization of being balanced. All right, turning up. As much wickedness is going out into the ends of the earth right now, there's going to be a balance one day, right? Esau Edom has rulership of this world, but the balance is the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah being put on the remnant of Jacob. All right? For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. These laws, these statutes, these commandments, this doctrine, the 100% doctrine, has to be pushed. It has to be pushed. Let me grab so like let's go to Timothy. Matter of fact, let me pull up the blue letter Bible. I forgot I had that on this. That's what's up. Thank you. Take a while to sink in. 2 Timothy chapter 2. We'll start at verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahushua. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. Everything in this world can go. If you're in a war, if you're in prison, which is a form of a war, because the normalities of your life, you know, your mama, your father, you having a house you can go back and forth to, you have freedom in the world. When that is taken away from you, you're in a war. The same thing as men that go and be a part of the army, and they find out, you know, and so-called, you know, get benefits, you know, equal, if not a little bit better, to being locked up in prison. You know, and these are the choices that Esau Edom has given you, because he's a cunning hunter. When righteousness is established from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, there's not going to be any more need for war. Can you picture a world where there's going to be no more war? World wars? The last one is coming. After that, it's not going to be any more wars. Like they say, 3 strikes you out. Esau Edom, 3 strikes you out. This is going to be your last opportunity. But us being in spiritual war, you know, we have to endure as a good soldier. Endure hardness as a good soldier. And, you know, put off the things of this world. You know, put off, you know, what they told us about having a family, what they told us about having a house, what they told us about having a car. All this shit is vain. Solomon said it. All this shit is vain. Because there's no true order behind it. You know, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, is not the head of this world, this current world, but it's coming into play through the transitioning. It's coming into play. When Yahushua is established, when Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is established in the world, the new earth and the new heaven, which means just, you know, it's going, the earth is not going nowhere. The heaven, the sky is not going nowhere, contrary to the Christian belief system. You know, it just means it's going to be renewed. It's going to be renewed. Old things are going to become new. All right. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 5. And if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. You know? And that's what we all searching for. We all seeking and doing this work for that crown, for that penny. No matter how early you came into this to do the work, no matter how late we come into this to do the work, we all searching for that penny. And we know that, you know, things are off balance, but the Lord's going to give us that balance. Through Yahweh Shah, through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, balance is going to be established in the earth again, and it starts with these words. Just like everything around us is controlled by words, books, music, TV, magazines, encyclopedias, so on and so forth, colleges, everything around us, based on faith, like it says, the faith comes by hearing. Based on faith, everything around us has been produced through words. Okay? And the wicked, starting with Esau Edom, has the strong hold on words and how people believe them. No matter how deceptional it is. And that's a part of breaking the strongholds. All right? Isaiah chapter 61. That's a part of, bringing down, freeing the captives. And they're not going to like it. Let's go to Acts. Let me pull up Acts chapter 3. We're going to jump down to verse 16. Acts chapter 3, verse 16. No, it's like, let me go up. Let me start here at 13. The Most High of Abraham and of Isaac and of Jacob, the power of our fathers, have glorified his son Yahweh Shai, whom ye delivered up and denied him in the presence of Pilate, when he was determined to let him go. But ye denied the Holy One and the just, and desired a murderer to be granted unto you. All right, two-thirds of Israel. Y'all constantly, stand on and hope in your oppressors, your oppressors. In their words, you go down to Egypt for help, but you don't require the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. And killed the Prince of Life, whom the Most High have raised from the dead, whereof we are witnesses. And his name, through faith in his name, have made this man strong, whom ye see and know. Yea, the faith which is by him have given him this perfect soundness in the presence of you all. And now, brethren, I would that through ignorance ye did it, as did also your rulers. But those things which the Most High before had showed by the mouth of all his prophets, that the anointed should suffer, he hath so fulfilled. And that's why we do what we do. That's why we out here, to the best of our ability. Every man has his own measurement of faith. But we do our best to through the spirit and power we have by Shema Shah, proclaim, the year of his coming, his prophecies, the testimony of his prophecy, what's going to happen, what's happening right now, what's happened in the past, and what the future holds for this world and the world to come, for the rulers of this world and for the rulers of the world to come. All right, let me get that 1 Corinthians. Salaki, I already put up that 1 Corinthians, right? Yeah. Every man's work being made manifest. I guess I could stop right there. The point is of balance. As much as this world has been drugged into darkness and this light, even though we know that the Lord's he's gonna hide himself. He's gonna take his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding away from this world, and then it's gonna be totally darkness, except for his elect that turn up, to make that balance known. It's going to be so much wickedness. It has to be balanced because, let me get it. Let's get it. Let's go there. Because I didn't pull it up yet, so let's go there. Proverbs chapter 11. Starting at verse 1. A false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. All right. There's no way possible that all this wickedness, all this darkness is going to continue without the Lord balancing it out. Right now, the wickedness and the darkness, those that call evil good and good evil, right now, it seems like they're winning. It seems like they have the upper hand. But the Lord this is abomination to the Lord. So in due time, in his time, he's going to balance it out. The same way that the wicked are adverse against the righteous, the same way that people say things contradictory to the 100% truth of the Lord, the same way people execute those and ostracize those that's doing their best to keep the law, statutes, and commandments and listen to the word of Yahweh Shemiel Shai, that's about to be flipped back around. The righteous are going to ostracize, or the truth of the righteousness is going to ostracize those in wickedness. Look down on them. Let them know they wrong. Rebuke. And it's going to cause some issues. Right? But when Yahweh Shai return, nobody's going to have any. There's no way. He not coming back to give you a hug and a smile with a Coke and have a Christmas dinner with you or another Thanksgiving dinner with you. Amos chapter 5. He hates your feast days. All these things are going to be done with for forever. Balance. So with that, just, Lord willing, you endure You know, to those that's you know, that we have no choice but to turn up. You know, Lord willing, He have patience, strength, first and foremost, faith and fear of the Lord. He give you that spirit of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That'll be the stability of our times, because this shit gotta go, and it is. It will. I'm gonna leave off right there, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kwakadash, and double honor to our elders and apostles of the great millstone. You know, once again, this world that is full of darkness, you know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, you know, He will turn up the righteousness, starting with His men. We're gonna turn up, being faithful until death. Okay? Hope this lesson is edifying, exhorting, and till next time, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abad Babal.